20 years after Scott Peterson's conviction, Laci Peterson murder case revisited in new documentaries. Scott Peterson, who has consistently maintained his innocence, was convicted in 2004 for the murder of his wife, Laci Peterson, and their unborn son, Connor. As the 20th anniversary of his conviction approaches, the high-profile case is once again in the spotlight with the release of new documentaries, including Netflix's American Murder, Laci Peterson and Peacock's Face-to-Face with Scott Peterson. Overview of the case. Laci Peterson, 27, disappeared from her home in Modesto, California, on Christmas Eve 2002. While she was 8 months pregnant, her body, along with that of her unborn son, washed ashore in San Francisco Bay in April 2003. The discovery of their remains led to Scott Peterson's arrest in the same month. Shortly after, he was found driving south near San Diego with a significant amount of cash and altered hair. Prosecutors portrayed Scott as a deceitful husband who killed Laci and attempted to cover up the crime. They argued that he had an extramarital affair with Frey, a massage therapist who later testified against him, revealing that Peterson had told her he was a widower. Key developments in sentencing. Scott Peterson was convicted of first-degree murder for Laci's death and second-degree murder for Connor's death in November 2004. He was initially sentenced to death in 2005, but this sentence was overturned in 2020 due to jury selection errors. In 2021, he was resentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The California Supreme Court ruled that the trial judge had improperly dismissed jurors who opposed the death penalty, but were willing to follow the law, a decision that raised questions about the fairness of the trial. Peterson's conviction was upheld, but the legal battles continued, with his defense team arguing for a new trial based on alleged juror misconduct. New documentaries and public interest. The recent documentaries aim to provide fresh insights into the case and explore its enduring impact on American society. American Murder, Laci Peterson, which premiered on Netflix on August 14, delves into the details of the case, while Face-to-Face with Scott Peterson, set to debut on August 20, features Peterson's first on-camera interview since his conviction. In this series, Peterson reiterates his innocence and expresses regret over his affair, stating, "I didn't kill my family." The documentaries also include perspectives from Laci's family and friends, who reflect on her life and the events leading up to her tragic death. Laci's mother, Sharon Roca, recalls her daughter's excitement about her marriage to Scott, while others describe Laci as a vibrant individual who believed in her husband. Ongoing legal developments. In 2022, the Los Angeles Innocence Project took on Peterson's case, seeking new evidence to support his claim of innocence. The nonprofit organization is investigating potential leads and inconsistencies in the original trial, arguing that Peterson's constitutional rights were violated. They are requesting access to previously undisclosed evidence, including items related to a burglary that occurred near the Peterson home around the time of Laci's disappearance. Despite the ongoing legal efforts, the case remains polarizing, with many still believing in Peterson's guilt. However, the new documentaries and the involvement of the Innocence Project have reignited discussions about the evidence presented during the trial and the possibility of wrongful conviction. In conclusion, as the anniversary of Laci Peterson's murder conviction approaches, the renewed focus on the case through documentaries and legal challenges continues to captivate public interest. The complexities surrounding the case, combined with the emotional narratives of those involved, ensure that the story of Laci and Scott Peterson remains a significant chapter in the annals of true crime history.